Hello. So I'm back again. Right, so if you watched my video earlier today, you may have seen something exciting I was doing. And you may have seen that I was being gifted some portrait of me. And they were not kidding. I thought they were joking, but they were not. They actually let me take them home. So if you want to know all about what happened, just watch my other video. There's some gold nuggets in there that you can take away with you, other than just my happiness and the positive energy that's coming out of that video. You know, it's so funny because I have this shirt or this blouse or whatever you want to call it in blue, and I have it in this emerald green. And I looked at the blue today and I'm like, oh, blue, no, I'm gonna take the green. But it was a little bit of a toss up between the blue and the green. And it's really funny because if you watch that video, actually I don't think I have it on that video. But anyway, it may be on there, but I'm gonna show you. I'm going to share some photos together with this video and just look at them. Just take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long this video is going to be. Just get yourself a cuppa, just pause this video and go back to the original, the first one, and just watch it. Just take half an hour out of for yourself today, because I'm telling you, you're going to receive so much positive energy that your whole day is going to be so much better than what it was supposed to be. Doesn't matter what time it is, doesn't matter what you're doing, just focus on yourself for now. And you'll see why I'm asking you to do this. But as a continuing video from that first one, I'll show you the portraits of me. They're sitting on my couch now in my office. So in this little bag, they were so cute. And then look, ta-da! So let's start here. Now I want to show you the detail. Like, these were my earrings, and I was kind of cheeky. I wanted to see if somebody actually picks up on these earrings, because I do love them. I literally have about 3 pairs of the same, because I don't know, I just do. They're all different colors now because they're not gold, like real gold, so they this color after a while. But aren't they gorgeous? And then they come in black as well. So I've put this on because I wanted to see if somebody can actually draw this. So this lady, look at the earring there. She did such an amazing job, and look at the details, the strokes and everything. Like, it's like real hair. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this one, this is an oil painting, so it must have been really difficult, and it's still kind of wet, so it's kind of distorted. Let's put it down and see if I can just gently straighten it out. That's better. There you go. And then there's a charcoal drawing. Wow. Another oil painting. The techniques are so different on all of them. Look at those eyes, the detail of it. They're just absolutely amazing. And they did this in like a couple of hours, 2.5 hours or something. look at the details of it. And then this one. So these two with the blue, and then that one is with the blue background. So what happened, they had this material behind me. It was this beautiful blue color. And if I wore my blue blouse instead of this green one, I would have just blended in to that curtain behind me. So even though I wanted to get the blue one on this morning, my angels guided me to just don't do that. So this is what 1 week of self-imposed isolation for most of the week from the public can do. It can reconnect you with you. I've done a lot of work. Like, seriously, I've done a lot of work this week on myself, not on anybody else, not for anybody else. It was all for me. And it's paying dividends, seriously. Literally. So anyway, next one. See how this one, it's like a sun rays just kind of behind me. And again, look at the details. My eyelashes and my lips. I love how my whole face is blackish, but then she's got the red lips, but they're not the red out there in your face red. And my eyelashes, I gotta show you my eyelashes. They are mine. They are not fake. They look fake, but they're all mine. See? I found some oils that I've been putting on my eyelashes, and then I found this mascara that just highlights them. They are literally mine. They are not fake. And this look. See? And she made my nose so little. Thank you. And this lady has a totally different view. And this is what my other video was a little bit about, how all these 11 people, they were looking at the same person, but they all saw me different. And isn't that what life is all about? And how we, like, okay, I'm gonna just keep showing the videos. I mean the pictures. Look at the eyes again. So beautifully done. Just beautiful. And then this one is like, I don't even know what paper that is, but it's on a different paper. And it's all this brownish tone. And look, you can see the strokes in my eyebrow, and look at the eyes again, they're like shining. She's got the little frills on my, see these little frills on my blouse? She's got the, everybody picked up on something different. And that is why it was such a fascinating experience. Like, seriously, I'm gonna tell them that if they don't have anybody, I'm gonna come back if they take me. Because it was such a therapeutical experience just to sit there. And can you imagine, you've got 10 people opposite to you, and you're kind of in a spotlight, and well, you are, because they're all drawing you, they're all looking at you. And then just before they started, some of these gentlemen came up, and then they put their cameras right in my face and they took photos. And I tell you, even just a couple of years ago, I would have told them to just take a hike. And if I go back like more than that, 15, 16, 18 years or 20 years, nobody was allowed to take photos of me. Like nobody. My family was banned because I just hated myself so much. I hated how I looked. I hated how I was, everything about me, and I didn't want to have any memories of that. So they were not allowed to take photos of me. And now I'm a totally different person. And you know, these drawings are just such a big reminder, or is it a reminder? Eye opener? Something. It is something. As in just showing me that life is changing all the time. Everything is changing all the time. And even when you're standing still or sitting still and people look at you, people make assumptions of you, people make decisions about you. And no two people will ever see you the same. And nobody, I mean nobody, will ever see you the way that you see yourself or the way that you are. And I think this is the biggest takeaway of today, that after 1 week of just being in my room and only going out to get some food, and I was driving a little bit here and there, but mostly I just stayed home. It just shows me how it's okay to be me. Like I knew that. I always knew that well, not always, but I knew that for the last few years, that it's okay to be me. But then when somebody that you love rejects you, you can't help but go back to, you know, what's wrong with me? And I didn't stay there for long, but I did go there. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with me. And if anybody says anything about you, there's nothing wrong with you either. There's nothing wrong with anybody on this earth. Because we all go through our motions, our journey, and we all have a different journey to do certain things, to be at certain places, we all have a different purpose. And I found my purpose about 10 years ago, and I've been working towards that a little bit. Some of them, the things that I would like to do, are massive, so I was never expecting it to just happen overnight. But everything that I went through got me to where I am at now, and it doesn't matter what people think of me. What matters is that I am being honest with my purpose for me, not for anybody else, just for me. That I keep my word to myself, that what I would like to achieve, I'm actually doing it. Some of it is absolutely fucking hard, and I don't care if he's gonna say, oh, stop swearing, Cindy. I don't care. Because I'm not saying that word out of anger. I'm just putting an emphasis on how some of the things that I get to do are actually difficult. And I have to push myself. There's nobody pushing me. Like if somebody wants to push me to do something, I just do the opposite. So I'm one of those people that is what do you call it? When you push yourself to do things? self-starter, self-something. I can't remember the word right now. But so that's all that matters to me, that I keep doing the things that I know that are leading me to that destination, and it's coming close. Like last 3 months have been absolute hell. I cannot describe it any better. That's what hell must feel like, of what I went through. Everything happened so quickly. It was like I blinked, and then all of a sudden I had no partner, I had no home, I had nothing that I thought that was meant to be. And then all of a sudden I started receiving these messages, do this, do that, I'm like, what? But I went along with every single thing except for one that I was kind of guided to do. One thing I was fighting with, like my angel said, Cindy, just do this. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. So what did my angels do? They put every freaking obstacle that there is to be put up, so I don't get my way of how I wanted to get something done. And boy, did I try. I tried more than anybody in their right mind would try. So it must have been insane. And at the end, I ran out of my options, so I had to go with their original idea, and it took everything in me to do that. What it is, it doesn't matter. It's just sometimes when you fight with your guidance that you're receiving, maybe it's better not to fight. Maybe. Or maybe it is, because that's how you find out that their way is better than your way. So anyway, going back to the portraits, look at there. I think I showed you all of them. So this one, did I show you this one? I don't think so. See how the blue is behind it? Imagine if I was wearing a blue blouse, that would look not the same at all. But look at those hair strokes. The eye. Look, it's like, it's my exact eye colors. When you look into them, it's like she was looking into my soul. And then this one is such an interesting one, because it's got these deeper colors and the deeper lines, and and I'm not sure if it was a gentleman or a lady who drew this, but the earring is somehow there. And look at my eye again, and wow, it's just so, every one of them has its own beauty. And see, I do have a big nose. So some people chose to not to highlight them, some people did. And when you look at it from here, it's so different to when you look at it up close. Look at the shading, the detail of the different colors of my skin. And again, the eye. Look at it. It's like somebody just took a photo of my eye and put it in there. Isn't it beautiful? So I feel so very blessed, because it all started with just, I saw this post on Facebook, and this lady was asking people if they would have some time. Can't remember the time. Maybe a couple of hours, 3 hours to sit for a portrait. And I'm like, whoa, that could be fun. And so I let her know that if they don't find anybody else, I'm happy to help out because they're looking for somebody all the time. And well, they couldn't find anybody else, so I was it today, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. And you know, for you it may not be sitting for a portrait that will bring you some clarity about your life. For you it might be something different. I guess my message is, don't be too scared of being by yourself, because even though physically you might be by yourself, you are never ever alone. The messages, the downloads I've been receiving this week are out of this world. In that quietness, in that soloness of just me inside a few walls and surrounded by my books and just things that I need for now, you know. I do not have a home right now that I can call home. I'm staying with people but that's not for long. I'm pretty sure the universe has something in store for me, and it's quite exciting, it's quite scary, it's quite out there, but I really encourage you to book yourself a holiday just by yourself. Go for a week somewhere and don't fill it up with things to do and places to see. Just book it in somewhere where you can be by yourself without interruptions, without your phone, without anything. Do it for a week and see how your life changes for the better. You're going to have so many revelations about yourself. You are receiving so many good information about what you might have to let go, what you might have to let in. And yeah, so I'm so excited about this new book that's coming out. My humanly launch date plan is 1st of July, but there's so many other people involved in it again, so it may or may not change. Don't quote me on it, don't hold my head to it, but that's my plan. And I couldn't have finished it if I didn't, actually I couldn't have even started it if it weren't for all the things that I've been through in the last 3 months. And I'm still grieving, I'm still going through the motions, but I'm also living my life. I'm planning things, I'm working on things. Some of the things that I am set to do are absolutely petrifying. But I know that God and my angels will guide me through it, and I know that I probably will stuff some things up. It's an inevitable thing to happen. But I'll fix up the stuff ups as I go, as I always do. So, and to celebrate my launch of my 4th book, did you see what I posted? Check out my post about offering 4 ladies an opportunity of a lifetime to work with me for 4 months. this is not for the faint-hearted. This is for those ladies who have absolutely had enough of their current situation, whatever that may be, and they are willing to invest in themselves with resources, with time, and they're also willing to follow guidance even when it sounds crazy to do some things. You're in for a ride if you work with me, but it's also a lot of fun. Like, I always make this fun because why do something if it's not fun? And so the invitation is there for 4 ladies I'll work with for 4 months, and I've included some details in a post. If you can't find it, just tell me and then I'll send you the link. But it's going to be a life changer for those 4 ladies, absolute life changer. And only apply if you're willing to let go of things, if you're willing to let go of some people. I don't know who they're going to be. If you're willing to let other people in, because as your life changes, as your energy, your own frequency changes, that is what's happening, and nobody's immune to that. When you start working on yourself, there's going to be people around you who are not going to be liking it. So you either walk away or they walk away. So if you're not ready for an absolute change in your life, please do not apply for this, because it's not for you. But if you are ready to seriously change your life, I know I'm your girl to get you there. Like, if you knew how much shit I have gone through in my life and how I'm still smiling, if you knew how I did it, you would be knocking on my door straight away. Cindy, let me be the first, let me be one of the 4 people. Because everybody that I worked with in the past, their lives have changed, and they're telling me it's for the better. And I've studied a lot. I'm not those coaches that out there, getting 10,000 views on their videos and stuff, or those things. But I do get results for people. I do, because I can tune into, this is why I love working one-on-one with people, because I can tune into their energy, and then I can actually download some stuff that's especially for them. As well as, I've been studying people and how energy works for the last 8-9 years. I'm listening to around 6 to 8 hours of material a day, because when I'm driving, in between trips, I have the sound on to listen to stuff. When I'm at home, I do that a lot as well. So multiply that 6 or 8 hours a day of working on myself with 4 years. Let's do 4 years. Let's not even do the 8-9 years. How many hours of studying is that? How many hours of getting myself into alignment with the things that I'd like to do, or how to create shortcuts for people? Because there was a lot of times when I kept trying things one way and it didn't work, so I tried a different way, did a different day. So there was a lot of things that I worked on time and time again, and then finally it worked. So I can cut down, I can give you the shortcuts of how to get to certain things. I've got mantras, I've got little sentences that you can say, and it just literally instantly shifts the energy around you. And this is why, like, it's this is why some people can't stay around me for too long, because I just keep working on myself and my frequency constantly changes. So it intimidates some people. I'm not gonna dim my light because they can't deal with it. But it helps all of those people who are working with me when we work together. And you're going to have to do your work. I can suggest things for you to do, but you're going to have to do the work. But when you do, all those people that I have closely worked with, they have so different lives now. And that's what I love to do. I love being part of that transformation for a little bit. And so the invitation is there. You're welcome to apply. And we can have a little chat, private chat, and if we think that we can do something together, then we can start. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to leave you with these pictures because I'm so amazed. Like, I feel so blessed to have been able to experience all this. And if you'd like to, if you live in Brisbane, anywhere in Brisbane, it's worth the drive. Even if it takes you an hour to drive here, it's worth it, because the experience that you're going to get is just mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. And it's so what's that word? Angels, help. Honored. Yeah, it's an honor. It was an honor for me to be able to sit there. But these people who have painted me and drew me, they were thanking me. So it was reciprocal. I can't pronounce it, but you know, when you give and take and then take and give, it's a reciprocating experience. And it was just exchanges of energy. It just flows, and it was beautiful. So I really highly encourage you to do this. Reach out to me and I can get you in touch with these wonderful souls. And yeah, anyway, that's it. Sending you my love. As always, this is Cindy from Brisbane, Australia.